So, good afternoon, everybody. So, my name is Jampel. So, our company name is Zoe Mama, which is the online platform for the clothing business. So, first, I want to share the first my designation that I'm a graphic designer for first, and my backgrounds earlier I used to work so many things which earlier I used to miss experience and all. First I done miss the graphic designing in arena animation for 1 year. Then for as a graphic designer I work as a APKG company for 1 month, and then 7 months in marketing guy in a Good Boss online company. And these two, why I should highlight it, because this is a green because it is a unique one, because two companies clothing contract means I do summarize it, because two company called clothing means the first I should go with the backgrounds means the first in a ABKG company there used to be lots of IT students, IT peoples are there, so they don't have that much time. So I used to work there as a graphic designer first in a Good Boss means in a ABKG company, and there I got one contract over there to make logos for their t-shirt for their shirts, and then I got a huge 50 t-shirt 50 design of t-shirts and all, and then I do that all. And then and second thing, veterinary hospitals I done that their own designs and all. The dog they have some NGO or something like that, I done that also. Two design for youth and 100 t-shirts sold, that means there is a summarized one also. That means two design I make it in a one arena animation, and there is a one carnivals happening over there, and I used to make it a one design which is sold over 100 t-shirt around to half an hour or something like that. There was a record over there. And these are the western design which I make it all. This is for music lovers, and this is something like those who are root and something like that. These are the Tibetan designs. Newly arrives, nobody has seen all those things, because those are the creativity which we do that, all those things. These are the Tibetan designs which I put up on the t-shirts on all. These are also, and those are the graphics made Photoshop everything. And then this is also the newly I designed, those are the newly Tibetan designs, and these two are the unique designs which in the market there is no one has, means which we made it. There is two t-shirts which we combine each others and we made it. This is the uniqueness, but the thing is that in a market it goes I didn't do the data analysis and all, but I definitely in a young youth or youth people should definitely prefer for that. And why I should buy from you or something like that. And then in a Tibetan community, the Western design makers are very limited. So that's the why I'm the one who making a Western design for the first time in Tibetan community. They are mostly buying from Indian market and then selling into the some small shops or something like that. And also they are also buying from some other countries also. They are not making their own. So we are hiring a graphic designing students or for an intern and all, and we are designing our t-shirts and all Western designs. We want to grow in India. We want to have a plan in India. So, and it's like Modi ji, something like that, make in India type of things, because we make a Western design in India means we are mostly those who are big companies, we are buying from the Benetton or any other company which are Zara or something like this, from a Spanish company or something. So we used to go there and 1,000 rupees we are spending on that. So if we made in India, directly we are selling towards the Indian market, that could be means in a cheaper prices. If we buy from means the Zara or something like that, their transportation fees are a little bit high or something like that, and also we should wait for a longer time to they have their means the minimum of their products are there. So if you wait for the next 6 months or something like for a new design, so that was a problem. And this is the main thing. So in the Tibetan community, if we design a one I love Tibet or something like that, or any design or something like that, there should be at least for only 6 months or 7 months or something like that. And we used to wear that only. We have no any fashion sense or something like that. So we used to do it like that. Every month we have a curiosity or something like that. If we have iPhone 6, next year we should have iPhone 7 type. So we are designing in a website that 1 month we have a stock of 600 pieces, and then we can sell it out. Then next year we have to wait for our first day, and then we have a new design also. And then we are having a preference to the large market, so that's why our price should be around 150 to 350. So that's the Indian market means the research. Indian market research, because the Indian market, the middle class peoples are more, so that's why I want to prefer more of 250 to 350 will be the better price for all the maximum peoples. So this is the business plan. I want to have a mass market. This is the first one, because in the Indian populations around there is a 1 billion people. So I want to, in a middle class and the lower middle class peoples are more. So I want to have the mass market with the volume of more, and then the price should be less. That people will definitely go for that. Like a Max or something like that, they have used to have a 200 to 300 rupees, but they're selling too much. Means that they are getting a small profit, but they're getting a more amount of peoples. So that's the thing. And then second, this is very important. First, also we used to go for Instagram and also through Google's, or these are the channels which people should definitely see what in an advert they should go for their and they can see our product means something like that through Google's and Instagrams, and we can post our products onto the Instagram also. And those sale tools are the e-commerce business, like Snapdeal and Flipkart and all. They have 30 crore or 40 crore people's existing customers are there. I used to go for that also, because there is an opportunity to have more customers. Our main thing is to sell the product, most important thing, not to means wait for a longer time or website to be operated or something like that. We should go for some advanced giant companies, and we used to go there also. We have our website also. We used to have distribute also. Those are the we get a more profit or something like that. I used to think about that. And then our through my calculation. So if we sell around 600 pieces for a month, and then we will get we will be stable in the market. So that's my thinking. This is my business plan. We are a very simple model. Raw material we came from we can get from Bangalore. There is a chick bed and all. They have lots of plain t-shirts, which is a good t-shirts, and I got from the and then we should make it in our office or something like that. We have our machine and all, and we have a graphic designing and all, everything sure, and we can distribute to the shops and the online. Online is our website, and the second one is to distribute towards the small shops. This is a customer satisfaction. Before that, the people will think that if I they used to if they buy a good t-shirt or something like, they feel very happy about that. Every time changing a new t-shirt is like is feel very happy or something like that. It feels like a new day or something like that. So I used to be thinking that if he buy for 1,000 rupees a one t-shirt, he is getting a 300 rupees a one t-shirt, and they will having a 4 t-shirt for 4 days or something like that, or for a week or something like that. So that's the satisfaction we want to create it in the next future. And digital resources, social media, and the social media like Facebook and Instagram, we used to use that, and Tibetan newsletters and the YouTubes. For a newsletter is the most important thing in Tibetan community, to advertise or to show our products and all, and we can elaborate the people, our description, our products, involvements, and everything should be described through newsletters. And then I told you about the online shopping like Snapdeals and this Amazon and Flipkart. And this is our sir told us that the Canvas is the best tool for a designing purpose, and Photoshop is the little bit high in the prices, but the thing is that the quality of the designing is very good for making one design. These are the digital resources which we are using. Social benefits are the more job opportunity for graphic designers. This is a very important thing. In a graphic designing purpose, mostly the student used to go for a class for 2 hours or something like that, and also they used to have an intern like that. We should give him an intern or something like that, and also in a best skilled person will get also a good job from our side, and then we can create a graphic designing some people's more graphic designing, and then we can create a department for some card also, and also for t-shirt making also, and there is the whole room should be with the graphic designers. So this is my vision for that. And then society development programs, those are the programs which happening, welfare programs and all, for old age home or something like that. We should, if in a social benefit, I should do in a later future. Right now we didn't think about that because we didn't sold that much product and all. Later in the future we should thinking about society development programs and all. And you get product and this is the for in a after 1 or 2 years we are distributing a free t-shirt which we are making for dogs or something like that, for a vegetarian purpose or something like that, awareness for a vegetarian or something like that, social beneficial for some don't beat the dogs and or something like that. There is everything which is the vegetarian should be increase more or something like that, like a campaign type of things we are making for and distribute towards the people, something like that for free or something like that. Future plan and milestone, those are the things which I want to make it in the next 2 or 3 years back later on, because those are the graphic designing works, brochure designs, logo design, magazine layout, and the invitations and packaging designs. Everything should be done by the graphic designers. First we can only concern on the t-shirt and the clothing business, and later on after 2 or 3 years we want to go for a brochure design, logo design. There is more demand on their poster designs and everything, and more stores should be open in Delhi, Baroda and Chandigarh or something like that. And we should also cooperate with the schools, colleges also for making a logos or a jersey or something like that, as Varun Agarwal is doing nowadays, alma maters, something like that. We are going to make a branding bags, and first we should only have some clothing business, right? So we should also have some bags or shoes or belt or caps. Everything should be made by our graphic designers. So this is the profit and loss account for a per annum. Gross margin should be only a 42.42, and our raw material cost is around 7,20,000. The cost of goods sold is 13,000. Gross profit should be 10,08,000 rupees. Our net profit around 68.65%. So that's our account. Thank you.
So I'll kick it off. Thanks, Tanvi, for staring at me. Sorry, what's your name?
Jambal.
Yeah.
Jampel.
Can you spell it for me?
JMPEL.
Jampel?
Ishi.
Jampel? Am I
What?
saying it right?
Jampel.
Jampel? Am I saying it right? Yeah, that's it. Okay, got it. So Jampel, who's your customer? Who's your customer? Who
Customers.
will be buying your beautifully designed Western and Tibetan and that? By the way, I love that split design, unique. I don't think so I'll ever wear it, but that was very unique. Who will buy those t-shirts from you? Who's your customer?
Oh, Mr. Age segments is around 14 to 28.
14 to 20 years old.
Yes.
Where are they?
They
Where are
most
they living?
colleges. The 14 is a
14
school.
School and colleges.
Colleges.
Okay. And when you're going to school and colleges, do they pay for their clothes on their own, or their parents pay for it?
I do 14 means the ninth standard, and then 28 means the before marriage, something like that. Is near to the marriage or something. If they finish enjoying or something, they used to have a wear a casual wear or something, which is graphic t-shirts, you know.
And you talked about customer satisfaction. There was a pretty creatively done slide. You want them to feel great, good about themselves wearing a different t-shirt every day.
Yeah, means the monthly wises the we used to design a new we used to design through Photoshop a new type of designs. But the
That's
thing,
fine.
yeah,
But how do you want them to feel?
feel like those people, the rich people, they used to wear means the celebrity used to wear those design t-shirt, but they can't afford it. But the thing is, the material way that there will be a different, but the design way, I must say that I should design that much I can.
So here's me asking a few more questions, and you don't have to answer them.
Yes, sir.
But I think someone's making notes for you. Are you making notes for? Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Again, I think you need to go back and really spend some time on figuring out who's your customer
Okay, sir.
and what is the value that you're giving to them.
Okay, sir.
These two things.
Okay, okay, sir.
Once you've figured this out, everything else will fall into place.
Yes, sir.
Then Jeremy, you need to work on the BMC model, but start with just CS and BP because your customer segmentation is very wide.
Okay, sir.
The good thing is you know how you want them to feel. And I'm thinking like if I'm a youngster, when I was in college, sadly I didn't wear any t-shirts. I was one of those kids who wore shirts to college and was made fun of it all the time. But what I remember, kids would love to have a new color, a good design t-shirt every day. Like you want them to feel fantastic, good on themselves, really colorful, probably with a message about vegetarian, being vegan, love for animals, right? So I heard a lot of messages coming from you, but I'm not sure what is that you want to work on. Is it the Western designs? Is it the cause messaging campaigning? Is it about brands and logo with the colleges, the alma maters? Is it more about giving opportunity to designers, graphic designers? If that's the case, then your business model, then you can sell it to everyone. Why 14 to 20-year-olds? Then you can sell it to Jeremy and I as well, right? That means more money. So think of who is your customer. Really think about who do you want to sell to at what price point. Why would they buy from you? And I think then it would be a starting point. I mean, there's a lot of work to be done here. A lot of work. Yeah, and might be a little bored, but I'm happy to come back again and spend half a day with him and work on BNC with him. Yeah, I think just that. There are a lot more questions than I think, but
Yes,
that they can wait.
So first up, yeah, I think it's a great business. Many entrepreneurs have built t-shirt brands successfully across the world over the past few decades. You're onto something amazing. It's very easily you can break even very easily. You can sort of create a brand, and if you at that price point with a younger audience, especially, I didn't see Facebook in your. You mentioned Google, you mentioned Instagram, but this sort of an audience is a lot more expensive. And I think if you can, amongst multiple branding ideas, be it unique designs, be it ticketing, be it messaging, I think you should focus on anchoring one and killing it, and then go into multiple other segments. You do well, and I'm glad you mentioned Mario, because I think if you're following the right kind of businesses, or you're looking up towards the right kind of businesses, even those guys actually just anchored in one segment before they went. So I think it's a great business. You have your head's in the right place. I wanted to spend some time going through your P&L, and why you mentioned 600 sales a month. At 600 sales a month, at 250 rupees a product, you'll make 1.5 lakhs of revenue a month. You may have to rethink the volume,
Okay, sir.
especially at a low margin, low top line business. When your product is priced at 250, it will sell like hotcakes. You need to maximize a lot more volume. So how will you get there with the volume? So actually, we're going to spend some time. How did you get to this 23.76 number? What is the unit economics?
This one, sir.
Yeah.
Is 600 pieces for 330 rupees.
For 330.
Means 600 pieces every month.
Yeah.
That is equal to means the 12 months we should do that. So
Okay, 330 is your number.
yeah, between the 250.
Most of these 600 or 7,200 a year, you will acquire them digitally.
Yes, sir.
Do you know what is your customer acquisition cost of digital marketing, which I don't see here?
Digital marketing.
So you'll have to spend some money on Facebook ads,
Yes, sir.
Google ads, right? None of that is here, and that's what he's asking.
So,
To get a new customer every time to buy it, you should from your own.
And it'll buy, it'll sell like hotcakes on Facebook or on Instagram, or Google may not be the most appropriate medium at this point in time. We should purely focus on SMM before going into SEM. But you should strongly recommend factoring in the cost of acquiring a customer
yes, sir.
digitally. That will really, that's your highest cost item. It's not raw material, it won't be a salary, it won't be anything, it will be cost of digital marketing.
Yes.
And we can, the key will be to break even, and it won't break even initially.
Yes, sir.
It won't break even initially, you will have to pump in a lot more initially, start getting the engine going, start driving sales, and then strongly recommend factoring in a digital marketing cost.
Okay, sir.
What is your ask? What are you looking to raise?
The most important thing is we for machine purpose we want to
How much will the machine cost?
machine costs around 2 lakh something like that.
Is it a 3D printing machine? What machine are you trying to buy?
Is a kind of the pros. There is a two type of machines are there, pros or something like that. So I want to go for pros or something like that. In Chinese mode, made in Chinese or made in India, something that costs around 2 lakh. That not be very high or not that much low, mid one.
How many of you are doing this business? Is it just you alone? Do you have a team?
Yeah, we have a team.
How many people? Are they full timers?
Only 2 graphic designers are there, and one BCA guy who is working on website and all, and then apps making and all. So I'm working as a graphic designer. Means I used to design all and also go for material purpose. I used to go there and just take it all those things. Till now, so we have done 2-3 projects only, not that much.
I think don't worry about the website right now. What he's saying is your product that has to be ready.
Build the website on Shopify.
Yeah.
Free of cost. Build it very lean, very neat and clean.
Yes, sir.
Simple to the point.
And then also the question you asked about the machine,
Yes, sir.
you were not able to answer which machine, which company, which brand. And as an investor, if he's giving your money, he'll walk away right now.
Yes, sir. Machine.
You should have those at the tip of your tongue. I am asking for 500,000 rupees, 300,000 will go for the machine, 1,000 for installation, 1,000 for raw material, and then I want to start pumping it out. Like, so really break it down and have those, data that homework needs to be done.
Okay, sir.
Also, since you mentioned the alma mater, one another one, whoever that guy is, and you're right, as t-shirt making businesses really big. There's a huge market. People use and throw t-shirts like anything. They end up becoming, within a month or two, they end up becoming those duster mobs at home. There's also a website, and I bought it via their Facebook advertisement. They make some star printed pajamas called Babakoof. Babakoof is the name of the brand. And I think they didn't start with the website. They actually started selling it on Facebook altogether.
Yes.
And really cheap. Like 3 pajamas subscription during the winter time. Every month they would send a different style. And for I think 1499. Right? So if, I'm just giving a number. Like think of that subscription based model as well. You give one and every third week you get a new t-shirt. Every second week you get a new t-shirt because you want to keep them hooked on as well. I think that's later.
Yeah, deprioritize techniques.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
can you just go to your slide one sir? I just want to first slide where you have your first slide. Even before this. Yeah. So I think as you go deeper in the business and as you acquire customers, you will realize that the brand name needs to be very catchy. The brand name needs to be on your how easily can it get to your customers now? So actually I want to ask you, why did you come up with Zoe Mama?
Yeah, so some time reading, trying to read that as well, yeah.
There is the story, ma'am. Yes, there is the story.
Yeah.
So, when I was small, I used to see the one serial kind of things in over American. There is one character. He used to always say like Zoe Mama or something. It is easy for the people to pronounce it. So that's the thing. So till now, I didn't at the age of this when I was small, I didn't think about to make a e-commerce. But the thing is that till now, I also have in my mouth. I'm Mr. easily say that Mr. Zoe Mama. It's like a little bit easy pronounce it or something like that.
So I can see how it's an emotional decision. I will recommend you rethink this for
Yes, sir.
the sake of, and think of it as a business decision.
Yes, sir.
Dissociating yourself.
Yes, sir.
The Wimpy Kid Diaries, that's where it comes from. Just try to Google where does this come. I think it's a really good thing that you picked up something where you have a emotional connection with.
Yeah.
Probably you could reword this, acronym it, or I'm sure there are other memories as well. Is there a word which is a little more simpler and a little more catchy? But that's a good point, right? When you're starting, when you want people to recollect your name every time again and again, you'll have to pick up a different kind of name than this. So think about it. Again, choice is yours. Whether you change it or not is all yours.
Yeah, sir.
However you feel strongly about it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So sorry, sir. Do you have a question? Okay, perfect.
Questions?
Thank you.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಮೇಸಪ್ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್
How it use?
ಕತ್ತು ದಿನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್
Ah,
ದಿನ ಯಾ ಮತ
okay.
te ಓದಿನ
Yeah, yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. It's glad to give pitching here. Today is the last day for our pitching. So, my name is Ngawin Shea. I want to go through saying a little bit about my background. I graduated engineering from Siddhartha Institution of Technology, Tumkur, Bangalore. I did computer software development training course in a JSIA, where I learned all the developing the coatings, many languages. I've learned Java, J2E, Spring, Hibernate, Android, even Android also I learned. So my work experience, I did the Chinese language translator in HP. Before that, I did software development developer in a daily half. I did many projects. Here I show a few projects. My project is 30. This one is for matrimony. We in this I develop this in a language of my. With two people I developed. I work all the languages. So we use here Hindi, English as optional. So this is my project. One is I developed in my coaching center. This project is for library management, for library person who manage books, who need to issue the books to student. He need to add the new books. All these things, I did those things here. Then this is my banking application. This I did with 6 people. We 6 people did this one. We build one server as a code repository. This everyone know functionality of banking. We act same like this. So currently, what I'm doing, I am developing one application. This application is proposed by Center Tibetan for new Arapol. It's in our Tibetan it called Nelegang. We call it in Tibetan language Nelegang. So currently I'm developing this website. This website functionally acts as a Google search. It's search engines. If we store any data inside this database, then when we fetching this data from this database is very easily we can search, mainly for this this functionality of this. So today my business is for software. This one my company Dongma Tech Solution. Dongma Tech Solution, I am the founder of this Dongma Tech Solution. We all know that every company they need, there are client customers. We have to, client they need to provide also, company they need to choose their client based on their requirement. I choose my client. Then I will analyze. I cannot go globalization because my currently startup, so I cannot go country wise also. I take the small part of the area where I served my works. First I analyze those customers' problems, then I acquire the requirement for those to give the solutions. Then a plan, and those things are required for to do in one application. So we need to engineers, we need finance for those equipment times. Those things are requirement and plans. How much it take when it need to finish, or which technology we have to use. All things we have to decide here. Then customer segment. For me, customer segment initially will be the Tibetan, and then to the outside who are speaking Chinese language or like that. So here software application, my main purpose is to develop the application in these 4 categories. Firstly, based on language, based on create jobs for Tibetan society, to give the skills to Tibetan peoples who are seeking for the skill, lacking the skill. So I will give the affordable cost for those my product to Tibetan societies. So these are the language is I concern here. My uniqueness is language. I will develop the application such a way that application which has a option of language. If Tibetan people they need application, then they can choose the Tibetan language. If Chinese people they need application, they choose Chinese language. So language option is my intention to develop in the future application. So this website built in Chinese language. So whatever we build in any language, in depth we have to write coding in English only. There is no other options. So in surface view, we have to choose any language as our customers wish. So these things my great job in our Tibetan community, because our Tibetan community, one of my friend, he told, I have a master in computer science, but I not ended very well, but it's very difficult to get the jobs in Bangalore or India. So these people I can help. Another person, I know the website, I learned those website, how to build the website from my friend, but if I go outside, I am very difficult to get jobs. I will give opportunity for those people also. Then in the future, I can give the internship for the people from the Tibetan graduate student. So this one is a digital skill development. As I told you, training is very important for the graduate people. Say they, if people students who graduate any college, they consider company they consider as unmature. In order to make mature them, they need to build the extra skills. So this training is very important for, especially for training web service. There's many ways to give the trainings. Web service one specific. Any web service is very is every website they inside there are some other language which those things act this web service. If I give the training in web service language, then their future career will be strong. Then actually people who are industry working on the web service, then first career in industry is data technology, second is website, then other designer or some other UI developer will come. So in the future, my project, what I will do is, I will do one data storage for the Tibetan youth hostel in Bangalore. I will develop one website for this website is proposed by from Tibet, one of my friend. She is now doing tour guide in Tibet. So she told me, brother, can you build one website for me? I'm leading the one group of foreigner peoples. So for that, I will develop this website in language option, English and Chinese. So there's inventory management applications. Many restaurants and other, they need inventory management is for the restaurant or something. So my idea is in the future, for all the people they can use. If I develop a website such a that in a touchpad, I will put the icon as this. If I want samosa, I put samosa as samosa photo is icon on the screen of the laptops. In such a way that many people say, even educated or uneducated, they can use this management this one software like that inventory. So this is my financial dramatically it cost increase, but initially I don't have much this one money or something. Initially I will start by myself and with my friend. Then so in a quarterly ways, first it started from 30,000. Then its cost increased. So total cost of sale also increase. So finally, I have to expenditure is I have to expend room rent, electricity, and some I have to pay the salary also. So initially, my net profit will goes to negative side, loss. Then it's got increase slowly. Thanks.
Perfect.
Can you help explain what is the problem you're solving?
Sorry.
What is the problem that you're trying to solve?
Yeah, there's any problem is in a China-based people who are speaking Chinese language. They need the software. What they get, the Indian people, Indian engineers, they work under the US companies. So US company, they sell to the Chinese. So I want to directly contact them, and I will make a website option. Say I can what the customer they propose me. If they want website in a Chinese language, I can build the Chinese language. If they need English, I will build English. If they need options, I will develop the website in options.
Is it only web design services, or are there other software services also that you're proposing to solve?
Currently, what I got some web service project. So I'm telling, in future, I look for both sides.
Both sides, as in?
Application in system as well as a website.
So what do you mean by application in system?
One I mentioned one data storage for the Tibetan youth hostel. So this such a data storage for the China or Taiwanese the people also need. So I will build school for the library software. I can build in a software Chinese language also.
So you want to build an enterprise tool?
Yeah, user friend. There's many problems there. If anything, suppose a customer he without an intention he click the delete cursor, then they show, are you sure delete? Then there's two options, okay and cancel. But they don't know English. It's built in English, but person who is in Chinese, then he click the okay. Then this document goes to delete, like that.
What he's saying is, we're not sure what problem are you trying to solve, who is your customer. Is it more about Chinese language as an option in the website? I don't think so, that's a problem.
Yeah.
China being the country what it is, they have enough software professionals to build whatever number of websites and applications and whatnot. What problem are you solving? I think that's a big question you need to work on, and to solve that problem, what are you offering? I think,
Okay.
Miss, since you're making the two questions for him, let these two questions be the only questions for you, at least from me.
Absolutely. I think I wouldn't even go down the
Yeah.
financial projection route right now. Just go back to why are you in, and you of course need to work on the story and the
Yeah.
presentation and everything, but I think at the crux of it, I think you need to, I understand what is the application going to do? What problem is it going to solve and for whom? And then go deeper into data storage, what kind of application, Chinese website, graphic design services, enterprise tools. Well, there's a huge world out, but
Yeah.
you need to just focus on the core first.
Okay.
Identify what is the problem, and then
What do you say?
yeah,
What are you offering?
then get down to what kind of application you need, and
Okay.
how are you going to then make the product market fit happen. So I think
There was one thing which you said and which got me excited and like he's coming to it, but then you went back to application then website and that Chinese translation thing.
Yeah.
You talked about, what are you offering? That was a question in my head, I wrote it down. And then you said you're offering jobs for Tibetan community, young
Yeah,
talent,
yeah.
internships,
Yeah.
whatnot. That's a great thing. Spend some time on it, refine it. But then when you offer these jobs to people, right, what will they do?
Yeah.
That's what you have been talking about. But this needs refinement as well. So there are two aspects to how I see your work, and of course I could be wrong because this is not my work. One is who are your customers? Customers would be people like who needs a website. You can build them an app and a website. But your beneficiaries would be, let's say, Tibetan designers here. You're offering them a job. You're offering them an internship. You're
Yeah.
building skill set in them. You're giving them market exposure. Of course, you're paying them salary as well, right? So those two things, I think that's a great combination. But even before you come to that, what problem are you trying to solve, and how are you solving that? What are you offering? Let these two questions be the only two questions, right?
absolutely just focus on the basics. Just focus
Okay.
on the core. So when people
Okay,
walk out
thanks.
after the studio pitch, they can, in one sentence, say, "This is this guy's business idea."
Okay.
And you didn't put the name of your enterprise. I think it only came in the 5th slide. I was waiting for
Yeah.
it. Next slide, next slide, next slide. Just
Yeah.
put it right out there. Let
Yeah.
people associate it
Yeah,
with you. Yeah.
yeah.
Let that be as a logo or a name on every slide. Because when people walk out, I'll be honest, when Jeremy and I, we go to so many events, we don't remember people's name, but we remember their enterprise's name. Oh, that, that guy, who's Mind Piper. or that agriculture guy, what's his name? Yeah, Miraculous Millets. I remember them by their enterprises name. So let that become an identity as well. So use that a lot.
Yes.
And you be happy right here. Don't put such a big photo of yours. Move it. Okay, but thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So do you have any questions?
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello everybody. My startup company name is Chow Mushroom, and I'm gonna grow fresh mushrooms. So this is me, and this is my co-founder Thilil Namga. He's my brother, and he did a job in Oracle and Microsoft as a marketing, and now he left his job to do a business with me. So we do a great team. So these are some most popular mushrooms in all over the world, and especially in India. So this is and in that the button mushroom is the most popular, and that's why I'm doing this. I'm growing button mushroom. So this is a introduction. Actually, you see in India the mushroom is every day is growing. The market is growing, and especially in wedding seasons and also in some parties you see the mushroom everywhere. And so there's a lots of demand, shortage of demand comparing to the shortage of supplier comparing to the demand. So there are some kind of when you establish a mushroom plant, there are some kind of most difficulties you face, or most expensive or more difficult to get things. Land, which is in India is very expensive and it's difficult to get, and also the building, you need a big enough building to grow the mushroom inside, and also manpower is most essential to starting to the end. You need a man. It's all manually. So these are the most difficult things you face during to build a mushroom plant. So this is I have a solution here. This is my hometown. This Gaba Welfare Society is in Himachal Pradesh. Is a small village, and here I grown up here, and so I'm going to build my mushroom plant in this village, and they are providing me land and building. It's almost 1 acre of land, and also the building. You can see a good size and over here. So here, so they are providing me, which is like I already have the land and building, so I don't have to worry all about all those things. And one thing is like our village is a little bit remote, and this is a village, so people there's a less job opportunity. People forcefully go other places to do job, and there's also some difficulties on sustaining the settlement. So these are most difficulties we are facing nowadays. So I take the advantage, and I thought to make to use the land and to produce jobs there, and also to sustain the settlement. It will help and it will be very helpful for our small Tibetan refugee settlement. And also there's lots of opportunities for the business. So here's the one. So we have 2 social benefits, which is very much helpful for our settlement. So this is a little bit project layout made by myself. The building which I showed you, it looks like that. This is the old building which I showed you before. These are iron racks we have to make at the beginning. So I have to renovate the building a little bit, and I have to make the iron racks. These are 3 rooms, and these are the mushroom bags. And one rack, there are 20 mushroom bags, and there's 5 layers of racks. So these are roughly made. So my customer segments are actually a mass market in all India, but I will target local markets at the beginning, and also nearby town and cities like Paonta Sahib, Dehradun, Jamnagar, and Chandigarh. I have to my customer segments are mostly I have to deal with distributors, vegetable markets, and companies like Mega Mart. So I have divided into 3 steps. my business plan. The first step, the first initial plan is to first to not to make our own compost, which is the most essential and most what you call most expensive machine you have to buy. So I'm not going to make my own compost. So I'm going to buy compost from another company, and yeah. So from that, so because I want to earn some experience about how to grow mushroom, and I want to understand about the mushroom before making your own compost, and because this is the most expensive machine which I have to buy, so that's why I understand the mushroom, and I also the most essential thing that I will understand the market, the market, how the market is. I understand the market at the beginning because I'm gonna produce only 50 kg of mushroom, which is not much, so I want to understand the market at the beginning. And the second step will be after getting experience for 1 year, then I'm gonna jump to the second level, to the second step. So I'm gonna build a compost house. This so we can make our own compost fertilizer, and later we will increase our production at the second step to 200 kg of fresh mushroom every day, because I already analyzed the market before 1 year and understand the market. And my last and final target is 500 kg every day supply. So these are my actually 3 steps. My last main target is 500 kg. So these are my financial projection actually on the first step. 50 kg of mushrooms comparing to the capacity of that building. So actually my project cost is at the beginning, the project cost is 3 lakhs. My total revenue per year is 18 lakhs, yeah. And the monthly operating profit is 65,000 and yearly 7.80,000. And the project cost and the revenue is almost double. So I think this is something you can have to think about. And the second step is based on 200 kg per day, is after 1 year. So because I'm doing the first step just to reach to the target. So these are the second stage. I have to make the plant and machinery, which is most expensive. Like it costs almost 34 lakhs, and so it will be the total revenue will be 72 lakhs, and gross margin yearly is 28 lakh. So the third step is 500 kg, and also total the project cost will be 17,000 because I have to rebuild the building. I have to make under the building. So and also the monthly revenue, yearly is 180 lakhs total revenue, and gross margin will be 72 lakhs per year. So this is actually project layout for the future. I have this cropping rooms and all. So these are the 6 steps of mushroom farming, if you make by your own compost. So why you want to do this actually? So because I have always think about the risk management, because when we start from the initial stage for first step, then we'll have less risk. So there are less risk, and there's also less investment at the beginning. Turnover is double comparing to the capital investment, and also you can see there's lots of social benefits, and there's a great future. My requirements are actually at the beginning and the first step. I need 2 lakh I'm getting from the TED, I think, and remaining. So remaining 1 lakh, I need 1 lakh, and in the future plan, which is my target is almost the project costs 30 lakhs, more than 30 lakhs, but 15 lakh is good enough, so I can manage it later. I can manage it for my friends and my relatives. So, thank you.
I have one question. for mushroom, you have to go along with the weather and soil and all. So, did you thought about this?
Yeah, actually, I didn't mention it. Actually, here the temperature, our temperature is 0 degrees Celsius to 30, which is the mushroom needs 15 to 25. The button mushroom, and altitude is 700 meter, and yeah, so I think it's the best climate because in India the most number of mushroom companies are in our district, in Sirmaur district. Yeah, so it's very much common there.
Couple of quick questions. I'll come to the financial side later.
Yeah.
Why mushrooms?
Yeah, because as I told you, once I met a person who is already into the mushroom, who's Tibetan. So he encouraged me. He have already made, nowadays he's producing 500 kg per day. So I went to his place and he encourages me. And I understand the problems and I understand the profits. And also when I go home, when I saw lots of mushrooms growing there. And also at our place, we have a place but there are no jobs. So I think it's the best thing to grow our place.
So I think you need to, I'll encourage you to think, rather than thinking from a supply standpoint, think from a demand standpoint. Do customers want it?
Yeah.
Do customers need it? How much are customers willing to pay per kilogram of mushroom? And then say there's no mushroom in the market. And then you say that that's why I need to set this up.
Actually, yeah,
If you look at your slide even right now, your unit economics comes to 100 rupees a kg.
yeah, 100 rupees means during winter, summertime it goes up to 200, and during winter time the average price is 100. I'll calculate,
Do you
yeah.
think customers in remote Himachal Pradesh are paying?
Yeah, same price I think. Yeah, in Ponda Sahib you always not much difference the price. All price in India is same and it comes every day.
So one is, I think, just go back and think why mushrooms,
Yeah.
and then it shouldn't be that I think I should do mushroom and that's why I start doing mushroom and that's why I start selling. It'll be a lot more easier if you establish that customer needs it, this is a gap, and that's how you start filling it. Otherwise, you will keep producing mushrooms
Yeah.
and you don't know who will buy it.
Yes. So that's why I'm starting from the first level. I'm producing only 50 kg because they are low risk.
So how much have you sold right now?
It's not started yet. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. Go sell it first.
Yeah, because that's why I'm going to make from the first ground level. I'm going to invest very low, so it is low risk, and I will analyze the market, and after that I'm going to step second, which is the main target.
I get it. I get it. A question for everyone, since you're the last one, I can put a few questions to everyone is, you want to go out and, all of you should have already sold something, or at least tried. Whether you fail at it or successfully get more orders is a different thing. Unless you get that face time with the real customer, that last customer, it's all, business is all assumptions. Right now they're all assumptions. How do you turn these assumptions into facts is what will get you to have that business in place. So sell something. I'm happy to buy it. I love mushrooms.
Yeah, there's a big market.
Yeah,
for
no,
it.
it's a big market, and people in big cities at least are going for a lot more Thai, Japanese food, and that's a very inherent ingredient
Actually,
in it.
I have some distributors. There's a guy who's doing mushroom business. He said he will help me. Also, I went to some mushroom markets. I went there as a distributor, and I went there. So they're all trying to get the mushroom from me. I went there and to observe the market, and also there's some.
I'm glad you have all this support.
Yeah.
You have your brother, you have this entire family, they've given you a land, they've given you a building. You are in a great place.
Yeah.
But imagine you had nothing, none of your friends, none of your distributor friends, no connections. Do that, what you would have done then. Once you do that, walk into a market and say, I am thinking of starting this. Would you buy it? How do you buy it? Where do you buy it? Who buys from the distributor? Where does it go? Is it only for the local market or is it meant for Delhi? Who are already doing it? At what price? What's their margin? I think you really need to spend a lot of time in the field.
Yeah.
It's a great business. A lot of people, and in fact, we were just talking about Jeremy and Isabel when we were
But
having
I
that.
find here in GGU, I've never get the mushroom in this 1 month.
Yeah, so maybe pitch it to them.
And why?
Pitch it to them. You're going to supply,
Next time I will supply here.
Please, absolutely.
Yeah.
But the key thing is like you should make the first sale. The
Yeah,
moment
sure.
you make the first sale, everything else will eventually start clearing up.
Because before in our hometown, they made a mushroom, a small plant of mushroom, which grows there. They also sell for a few months, then close because of another reasons. So our people over there, who workers, they already have some kind of experience.
Yeah, I mean that's again. See,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
you're in a very favorable place. You have the people who know how to grow mushroom. You have the land. You have the building. You have distributors who are your friends.
Yeah.
You have your brother by your side. What more do you want? And he's giving 2 lakh rupees as well. Right? So you sorted. But again, the problem is you haven't sold anything yet.
Because I didn't
If he's
start
an
it.
investor, he say, "Boss, अभी तक बेचा ही नहीं, आपके पास तो सब है." You have everything, but you haven't sold anything yet. I was actually, in fact, in my head, I was thinking you would have already sold a few hundred pieces.
No.
yet.
Typically, how these things start off is you
Yeah,
First
yeah,
sell-
yeah.
before setting up capex heavy
Yeah.
businesses, you test proof of concept. You actually say that here's how I tested. Even if it's not produced by you, even if you source it from someone else's farm, but go sell it, activate that in the market and say that I sourced it from somewhere else. I sold it at this price point. There are real customers willing to pay. There's a lot more demand to be met. Here's why. The quality of farming needs to be improved. Here's why I need to set this capex heavy business up.
Yeah.
And then you're in a sorted place where you have all the other assets that are supporting you. But I think
Sure.
even start off with testing the market, seeing if this works, seeing if there's real demand. Oftentimes, if there's no one buying, it is not because the product isn't there. It's also because the product is not ready to be accepted by the consumers.
Yeah.
It's clearly not a painful enough problem to solve.
Yeah,
It's a
sure.
good to have problem to solve.
Sure, sure.
And you said it that there are already a lot of people doing it in your district, in your state.
Yeah.
Who all are those people? Have you talked to those 2 or 3?
Yeah, I talked to most of them. Actually, there's one of the biggest mushroom plant in India is Himalaya mushroom. They produce.
Don't go to the biggest one.
So I went to the manager.
I'll stop you right there. Don't, again, you have all the connections, fantastic. But don't go to a company, a big company is already producing 1,000 a day, 1,000 kgs a day. You need to go to someone who was in your place a year ago, 2 years ago,
Yeah.
who's just started, who's still figuring it out.
Yeah.
I'm happy to connect you with a few. I think this
Okay.
is also a very new thing. A lot of people are doing it, and they have a lot in Maharashtra. That's
Yeah.
catering to southern and the western side.
Mhm.
They have it in Dehradun. A lot of them are in Dehradun. Have you heard of this lady called Divya Rawat?
Mhm.
Did you Google mushroom farming?
Yeah, actually I did.
Her name pops up second
I see.
on the first page of Google, and that's a big thing. That's one thing I'll say to all of you. You need to spend some time on researching who's out there doing the same kind of work you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Right? She started 2 years ago, and she's already producing 350 kgs a day. Right? And her cause is also the same, to create livelihood and employment within her state without asking her community people to go to Delhi and Bombay and become,
Yeah.
a low skill job seekers. So you need to find people, you need to spend a day
Yeah,
or a
sure.
week with them. And I think he said a beautiful thing. Even if you don't produce it yourself, buy it from someone else and go try and sell it to someone else.
Yeah, sure.
Selling is one of the most difficult things in this world. And someone who can't talk about money, which I'm one of these, it would fall apart. So when you negotiate, when you try and understand, it will give you a lot
Yeah.
of knowledge. You
Of
have
course.
the resources. You're in a good place.
Yeah, actually I'm going to do right after this. I'm going
Perfect,
to
perfect.
yeah.
I'm going to Delhi. You can come along with me. I'll take you there.
No, my market is in Himachal actually right now.
Kashmiri gate. But you need to really get on. There's a big opportunity there. But also the scary part is there are a lot many people trying to do this.
Yeah.
So if you don't, hit the gas right now, you might get left behind.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
That's,
So think
that's
of
true.
all these people who are doing it already.
Yeah.
If you want, I'll connect you with them. Think of also the logistics. I think by inherently we try to ignore the logistical cost of procuring it from the mountains to bringing it to the plains to, let's say, Delhi or even Chandigarh. There is a cost involved.
Yeah, of course.
And you said it right, unit economics, it wasn't really integrated, it wasn't really calculated. Where would it go? How would it do it? Well, do you need weather control vans or not? Think of that as well. How are people doing it right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You have the resources. You need to just take action now.
Okay.
One last parting thought before you go. I think one of the reasons why this business will succeed is because the quality of mushrooms will be amazing.
Yeah, of course.
And that will be amazing if your quality of farming is great, the quality of raw material, everything is great. What's your background? Have you been in agriculture? Have you done farming before?
No, actually, but there are some our villagers. They know a little bit about the farming, and yeah, I don't know much about farming actually, but I'm trying to observe. I ask everybody whom I think I can get help from.
Maybe do a month-long farming at.
Actually, I'm going to the Masolan Mushroom Institute, the biggest institute. There's a 10 days training program. So I think after that, if whenever I get a chance, I go there for 10 days or a month. I go for training.
I mean, how much fertilizer to apply?
Yeah, everything. How to make compost, and everything they teach us.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Good stuff. Yeah. I think the onus is on him. He should be the first one to get kicked off and get the money from it. Yeah, you are ready. You have all the resources.
Yeah.
So in August, then he should be already selling his mushrooms.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
luck,
Thank
really
you.
good luck.
Thank you.
Well done.